This is Iron Sharpens Iron Council. Welcome to the evolution.
Welcome back to the channel. I am Ann Smith. If you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. I want to make this as brief as possible. It is something that was shocking to me when I discovered that there was such a thing as a prosecutor's manual. So let me read what I wrote down from my notes during the course of my research. I learned about the prosecutor's manual after reading I Am Not Silent by Gail Schmidkuntz. Gail is the father of Zach, a 21-year-old young man sentenced to 35 years in prison. GSK provided the prosecutor a copy of a prosecutor's manual created by the company to help fight cases alleging Paxil had anything to do with a crime, and Pfizer has a similar manual according to Ms. Menzies. Again, I'm just quoting from the book. It was also later learned that on January 18, 2002, before the involuntary intoxication defense had ever been raised, a Pfizer attorney, Jim Hooper, sent information on Zoloft to Dr. Pamela Crawford, the prosecution's star expert witness. Why would a Pfizer lawyer send Dr. Crawford this information? Because she was working on a criminal responsibility opinion for Christopher's case, and Pfizer wanted to make damn sure that she did not blame his criminal conduct on Zoloft. But as it turns out, this was no isolated incident, and Pfizer was not simply responding to a doctor's questions. The company has been providing assistance to prosecutors for years, and Mr. Hooper has been at the forefront for that activity. On at least 15 prior occasions, attorneys discovered Pfizer has provided a prosecutor's manual or litigation manual to prosecutors so that they could overwhelm any defense lawyer who dared to raise the involuntary intoxication defense. The company has sworn for years that Zoloft does not cause people to become violent, yet on May 15, 2004, Pfizer issued a Canadian healthcare professional warning in which the company cautioned about Zoloft triggering harm to others. The truth is, Pfizer has known for many years that Zoloft causes violence. On May 28, 1998, Bryn Hartman was on Zoloft when she shot her husband, actor Phil Hartman, as he slept and then committed suicide herself the next morning. Friends reported that Bryn had been complaining that she felt odd after taking Zoloft. And I'll put the link of the source, because I had the source all right here. Like, I had two links and the name of the books and everything. So this was just my notes. The next piece of the note, the next part, it says, in the early 1990s, Eli Lilly, the maker of Prozac, started the practice of aiding district attorneys who were prosecuting defendants who blamed the drug for their acts of violence. Lawyers for Pfizer, the world's largest pharmaceutical company at the time, later created a prosecutor's manual for the same purpose. The Zoloft manual itself is a closely held secret, and Pfizer has fought hard to keep it that way. In 2001, a widow sued Pfizer because her husband shot and killed himself after 6 days on Zoloft. Her lawyers discovered in Pfizer's records a reference to a document called Prosecutor's Manual and requested a copy. Pfizer fought the request, claiming it was privileged information between the company and its attorneys. The judge allowed the manual to be introduced, noting it was designed to prevent harm to Pfizer's reputation if a defendant successfully raised a Zoloft causation defense, but he agreed to thereafter seal the manual and keep it out of the public record. I found the prosecutor's manual. It took a lot of digging, and I have a copy, and I'm going to make it available to everyone, the world. So we're building a site, of all the, a hub site, so that all of the evidences that I am going to present to you, the public, okay, so that you can make a well-informed decision based on the truth. I have a prosecutor's manual. I found it was not easy to find. When I went back to the link, it was gone. So they're doing their utmost to make sure that it's not available, but I have a physical copy and I scanned it. I have the PDF. So the question begs, if the prosecutor is not seeking justice and is bought and paid for by Big Pharma, who's protecting us? That's the question I have here. I literally wrote it down at the bottom here. Who's protecting us? If they're protecting Big Pharma, who's protecting us? And the next question I asked myself rhetorically, do they deserve our public trust? Do they deserve the public trust? And finally, if they're lying to the media, then, and controlling the narrative, the only way that we can win this battle between good and evil against a giant is you have to raise your voice. You have to elevate your presence. You have to build a big platform so that you could fight them, on an even level playing field. So I need you. You need me. We need each other. So when we work together, there won't be anything that can stop us. I want to work together so we can bring truth back into the halls of justice, because they're treating the truth like it's a stepchild and like it's irrelevant. I mean, it is a damn shame what is happening, and they're destroying people's lives. They're destroying families, and they go to sleep at night and sleep like a baby. Well, I've had enough. I've had personal experience, and I've heard enough from hundreds, if not millions, of other families who are going through a very similar tragedy or just any kind of railroading of the truth. So let's work together. This has got to stop. I have a plan, and I'm following in the footsteps of giants. Success leaves clues. So I'm following in the footsteps of Gandhi, who fought valiantly to free a nation for 32 years. And I'm following in the footsteps of people like Nelson Mandela, MLK. And it is my sincerest dream, wish, and mission to not only bring back truth to justice, but to bring those who are willing to lie, to put the guilt and shame and the humiliation and the embarrassment on their shoulders. Because enough of this lying on people and making people feel like they're ashamed because they don't know how to defend themselves. This is how I felt for a long time, but it's purpose by design, and enough is enough. And let me tell you something, when you lose your fear, that's it. It's a wrap for them. So let's work together. And they have a powerful network because they've been doing it for a long time. Well, now we will have a powerful network, okay? Because there's strength in numbers. So let's do this thing and let's work together, and let's start exposing some wrongdoers. And so the liars will turn the tables, because the liars will be afraid to lie because they'll know that it's going to be exposed. So just shame the devil and tell the truth, honey, because it's going to be told. We are here to shine a light, and we are going to continue to do this. And I predict that we will be able to be successful and take back justice to the truth within 5 years if we all collectively work together. Okay, so let's pitch in. Let's brainstorm. Let's work together. Let's be a united front, a peaceful united front. If you're coming with the rah-rah and you want to, revenge, and don't even join. That's not my agenda. If you're coming with the political agenda, again, I will say it, Tom Blumenface, I'm apolitical, meaning I don't give a damn what's going on in the world of politics, because they are not, for me. They do not represent me, and when I need them, I will call them. But as far as being engaged, I'm apolitical. I have zero interest in politics, because I want people that actually care and represent, and none of the parties, throughout our history has, spoken from the heart or really care or follow through after they, win the office that they were running for. So anyway, enough about that. Point being, the liars, the scalawags, they have a large network, and it's time that we have our own large network that protects us, that assists us, and that shields us from being hurt, harmed, and damaged relentlessly year in and year out. It's really just that simple. I can't say it any simpler than that. So tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe and help us to spread the word. Spam the comments, clear her name, and check the video description box for important links. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.